Tucker Carlson was at the Turning Point USA event, and something happened that I think people should be aware about. People actually left during his speech. They, weren't interested in his anti-Israel propaganda and his conspiracy theories. And I'm going to show you that video of them actually leaving the event during his speech.
I also refer to common sense when I say that no man can serve two masters. It's not possible. I only have one wife for that reason. You say to your wife, I'm gonna take another wife, but I'm gonna love you just as much. Nothing's gonna change. My wife's gonna look at me like, no, it's one wife. Because you can only really pledge your loyalty to one person or one country. That's just a fact. And
it's obviously referring to dual loyalty to Israel, and you can see these people are having none of that.
There's also a sense, and this is relevant to me, and I know you're speaking about Israel, but it's not just Israel, to be honest. I think it's a huge problem. I think anybody, by the way, who serves in a foreign military should lose his citizenship immediately. There are a lot of Americans who've served in the IDF, they should lose their citizenship. There's a lot of Americans who've served in Ukraine, and they should lose their citizenship. You can't fight for another country and remain an American, period. Obviously, it's like not even, it's so funny how all of us have been cowed into being like, oh, that's hate speech. No, it's not.
It's a crazy speech. Maybe it's not a hate speech, but it's a crazy thing to say. Nobody can serve in a foreign military and then be a citizen of the United States. You have to vet that. Just the opposite. Veterans are often some of the best citizens to have in your country.
You don't hear hate in my voice because there isn't any. It's just an obvious recognition of the truth. But there's a more insidious thing, and I say it's not just Israel. I'm not just trying to give myself cover. I'm being honest. There are a ton of countries that offer citizenship, actually, some of which I love. I have been offered citizenship in a couple different countries that I really like, and I thought about it. And then I thought, no, there's something about being lashed to the mast. Everyone can see that America's in trouble, the demographic trends are really bad, and the country's decaying and cities are falling apart. So you're like, oh, wow, maybe I should flee. And then I'm like, my ancestors are from here. My parents are buried right across from my kitchen. I'm staying here. And the second you make that decision in your head, I don't care what happens to America, I will be here, it totally changes your attitude. You're like, I don't even care, it's my country. And they've been here for so long and fought in all of these wars. My ancestors, and I'm sure yours, would be totally shocked by some of the conversations. Foreign flags in the Congress? Are you joking? Get out. And so, no, once you decide you're all in on your country, it really changes the way you approach everything. And by the way, it should be the baseline requirement. You shouldn't be allowed to serve in government if you're not a US citizen, or you're a dual citizen. Are you joking? Of course not. And I would love to know what the justification is. And of course there isn't one, which is why they're allowed to just write you off as some sort of freak, some internet freak, hater, Nazi, whatever. No, I'm not. Just an American who loves my country, and I think it's fair to demand that the people running my country love it every bit as much as I do.
All right. So again, I sincerely believe that this is a very important and defining moment. Tucker Carlson giving a speech at TPUSA. Everybody's going to be excited. The America First movement is going to be so pro-Tucker. Actually not. People are leaving. People are getting up. You saw quite a few people leaving their seats because he was speaking. This is a TPUSA event. This isn't like people that are in the moderate right. These are people that are pretty extreme right, and you would think would be with Tucker, but they understand that him and his likes on the woke right are not America first. They're America last. They want America to be completely devoid of any cooperation with any country ever, and just want, I don't even know what they want, to be honest, but point is, they're not for America to succeed. For America to succeed, it has to involve itself with other countries. It does have to allow in a certain amount of people that are going to make the country better. And to revoke the citizenship of every single person that ever served in a foreign military, I get it. A CIA sort of special agent, that served in a foreign country, maybe don't let them in. but somebody that is a close ally of the United States, they served in a military as a normal foot soldier. I don't see where the logic is that they shouldn't be allowed in, or their visa or their citizenship should be revoked. I think Tucker is, as Trump put it, pretty kooky. And actually, Trump wrote a tweet recently. He's like, why is everybody so obsessed with Jeffrey Epstein? The guy's dead for a long time. I don't really get it. Now, again, it could be he's trying to play cover for RFK or some of the other people on that list. But I think a lot of the woke right are trying everything they can to take the MAGA movement from Trump and make it their own. And I don't think it's working. I think that people at TPUSA, I think that people in general on the right understand that Trump is the movement. Trump is the MAGA movement. People like Tucker Carlson, people like Candace Owens, people like Nick Fuentes can't just, seize the movement. They might get a lot of clicks online. They might get a lot of engagement. But I think that in reality, most people see through these people and aren't interested in becoming the Tucker MAGA movement, and rather would stick with Trump. For more, subscribe to the channel. If you want to support us and help us make more of these videos, you can go to buymeacoffee.com/JewishUncensored. Thank you for watching, and have a good one.